Life is full of questions. From the sweet love note in the 5th grade to the nerve-wracking anxiety of getting a prom date to the anticipation of lifelong partnership. Situations like these inspired me to this question. Is there really only one ideal mate?
Hi, my name is Winston, and there is a common belief that there is just one ideal Mr. Right or Mrs. Right for everybody. But is that really true? Is there just one? So I thought on this Valentine's Day that I would pose that question to you and to others. I've already gone around and asked a few what they thought. Let's hear what they had to say.
For each person.
Yeah, I believe that, honestly, yeah.
Okay. And why would you, can you expound just a little bit without getting too personal?
Yeah, I just think, like I said, we've been together over 10 years now, married 6. And so, like I said, 2 daughters is just things that we've been through and grown together. I just don't see how it could be with anybody else. Okay. So, I feel like she's the right one, yeah. She's the one, yeah. Mrs. Williams, yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's a difficult question. Because I'm always like, what if your husband, mine, who's right now, passes away? If I say yes, and then I would never marry you again. So I think there could potentially be more than one Mr. Right depending on what God can.
I definitely believe that. Definitely think it ain't no such thing as just no one person for one person.
So you don't believe there's just one right person? Okay.
All right, Stephanie, here's the question. The question is, do you believe that there is just one Mr. Right for you? Out of all the people in the world, is there one Mr. Right? Do you believe that's a true statement?
I don't, actually. I think timing is everything.
Okay.
No,
You say no. Why do you say no?
because I think there can be multiple Mr. Rights at different times
Yes,
in your
that's
life.
exactly what I was going to say. Mr. Right now.
Mr. Right
I know that sounds
Like when you're in
bad.
your 20s, Mr. Right may
Yeah.
look very different than Mr. Right may look in your
Absolutely.
30s or 40s or 50s. It's because you grow and change.
Because you grow and change. Well, that sounds like a very interesting perspective. That you grow and you change, which is true.
Yeah,
Right,
even in
so
a marriage
what
you do.
you
And as
like
long
in
as
your
y'all are growing
20s,
and
you may
changing
not like in
together.
your 30s.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything?
Oh, that's a tough question. I would have to say yes, I do believe that on one end of the spectrum, but then I've seen situations where there was a loss, or a loss of a spouse, and then happiness was found again.
Okay.
But so it's kind of a double type of thing for me. So but on one end of the spectrum, I would say yes, because I feel like if that weren't the case, that person would still be with that one. So I would say yes, I do believe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of leaning towards no.
I don't. People grow. Maybe they're right at that right time that they're in. Maybe they're in their early 20s, so it works out for a couple of years, and that's the right partner for them at that age time.
Right,
They
right,
grow.
right.
They have new interests. They grow apart. And then they find somebody else that's good for them at that time when they're 35 or when they're 40. And that's somebody new in their life at that time that's good, that works out for them within that age.
Man, I don't know, man. This is so hard. I pray for the right woman in my life, but sometimes I think that there are 10 believers that you need to choose one of them. So I think I believe it can be one, but from the 10.
That you choose one.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But there could be. Are you? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah.
So are you saying that there could be multiple possibilities?
Yeah, multiple possibilities.
Of ladies that could be suitable for you, but that you choose one.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. But one, not four.
Right. You don't choose 4. You choose one. You make a choice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, I really struggled with this because we come from a Middle Eastern culture. Marriage is really important, especially if you're the firstborn.
Okay.
And in our culture, we don't do dating.
Okay.
We don't do that. When you talk about some person, someone you're interested in somebody, you're already talking about marriage, engaging, and all that stuff. Engagement. I always thought and believed, and I prayed for that one person to find her in God's timing, and He did. And when that moment happened, immediately just like all the confirmations happened, and it just like clicked. You knew, just like from the first conversation, there's something going on.
Really? Okay.
That it clicked. And my wife is actually American. She's Texan.
Okay.
We met in Nazareth.
Okay.
And that's rare, something rare to find and hear, by the way, if you're taking this on video. So it's a God moment, and you feel down in your, in your conscience and your spirit that this is the right person. And even when the first moments of conversation, you can tell that, there's only that one person somewhere, somehow, and in His timing, she'll show up or he'll show up.
So may I ask how long you've been married?
6 years.
6 years.
3 kids.
And you still feel it's the right,
yes, sir,
right one?
Yeah.
You better say that. You might get
I'm on camera, man. Come on.
I feel like that's a very spiritual, religious question. I read a lot, and I think that's a really interesting question. As far as there being just one, it's hard. It's hard to say. For me, it's like you think about it, and then you get really in depth with yourself about the meaning of everything. I guess you could say there's just one. I don't know. It's really subjective. It's very subjective. I would say, because I'm a religious guy, so I gotta say, I would say that I'm a just Christian, non-denominational Christian. Yeah, that's an interesting question though. I don't know. I don't know if there's just one. I think
so you believe that God has just one, somebody just one.
That's actually, I've thought about that a lot actually, as far as I think that He can make it work with. That is interesting. I'm gonna say I don't know.
So you don't have a response. Okay. All right. Well, at least you're thinking about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're thinking about it.
I kind of want to say yes though, optimism.
So you kind of happy to say yes.
Yeah, like in the end, you may go through several, but in the end,
that one
makes it work. Right. Definitely something to think about. Definitely something to think about. No doubt.
Okay, folks, you've heard what the others had to say, but what do you think? Is there really only one?